Hi friends, how are you? It's Maniza. I'm back in the house today because I have a quote that's dear to my heart and I like to share it with you. Today's quote is by LeBron James, who is a motivational speaker and much more. Too many of us are not living our dreams because we are living our fears. By LeBron. I've shared this quote once over at Master Maniza, and I have retweeted it because a friend on Twitter had retweeted it as well. Now, I'd like to tell you why I like this quote to the point that it really resonates with me. LeBron's quote about going after your dreams and not letting fear get to you resonates because it reminds me that I have to start living my dreams today rather than saying I'm going to go do it tomorrow. Like, the more I think about it, there's a lot of things I've done professionally and personally I did in the moment, whereas the next day. One of those would be joining clubs when I was at Marco and OCI, starting my blog in the year May 2019, starting the podcast Masterpiece, and here at Stardust Crystal. Figuring out what I want to do versus versus whether I want to do volunteering or going to do a job. I do have plans to do volunteering. I just don't know what yet. And I'm not telling all of you this to brag. I'm telling all of you this is because let's break the quote down into small chunks. Too many of us are not living our dreams. In translation, that means many of us are either postponing what we want to do, whether it's writing a book or being online or meeting new people. Another thing why I find the first part of the quote so intriguing and so it resonates to me fully is because it reminds me of a time where I had once said I was gonna write a book, but every time I tried to go write, it was always on the sidelines. Like, I was either procrastinating, I was either busy or using the excuse of being busy, or I was just not feeling it. Whereas I'm now in a situation where I can write whenever I want, and I can notice when I'm procrastinating or being lazy or just not wanting to write at the moment. Now let's go to the other half of the quote. Let me read the whole quote so you don't get confused. Too many of us are not living our dreams because we are living our fears. Because we are living our fears. Now, the second half of the sentence resonates because fear, when I think of fear, it's like a big bad wolf chasing me through the woods. That's my initial image of fear. I have many other images of fear, like standing at the edge of the cliff where I am fighting not to go off the edge, or standing up on a very tall building and trying to figure out should I go back down or not. No, these are just some images as to what fear looks like to me. Now, not to get off topic, but because we are not living our fears, this other half tells me that I have a choice. Should I start doing my dreams today, or should I let fear get the best of me? And I and all of you know that answer. So if any of you are going through the stage where you are wondering whether you should go write that book, start a blog, start your own podcast, your YouTube channel, your own business, anything that you want to do today, Push fear aside and get to it. I know it's not easy, believe me. I've been there where I'm always wrestling with myself in my head, whether should I publish or should I not, or whether if it's good enough or if it's not. And I know you feel like this every day. But remember what LeBron has to say. Too many of us are not living our dreams because we are living our fears. Remember this quote. Even if you are afraid, I want you, my friends, to grab your dreams with both hands, get set, and go. If you like today's quote, you can see one more here on at Stardust Crystal. Be sure to subscribe so you can receive videos by me. I post here on Wednesdays and Saturdays. If you would like to see what I'm up to, come over to Twitter at Master Maniza. That's www.twitter.com/@MasterManiza. That's MasterMuniza. If you would like to read poetry from me, then you can also come over to my blog over at Medium, www.medium.com/@Maniza521. That's MUNIZA521. And don't forget, if you are too busy to read at the moment and just would like to listen, then come over to the Masterpiece podcast. You can listen to Masterpiece wherever you get your podcast. Masterpiece. MASTERPIECE. See you soon. Your friend, Maniza Master.